Good morning, Starshine. This is Smadar from Song of Stones. And for those of you who don't know who I am co-creator of Song of Stones, and I'm a crystal whisperer, which means that I listen for the messages that the crystals have to share with us. And I also really love to help people connect with the crystals who are singing just for them. And today, the crystals who are singing are amber, copal actually, more specifically. Copal is the younger form of amber. Amber is a little more ancient. And copal is actually our crystal of the year. Every year we listen for the stone who is singing to journey with us for that year. And if you've never done that with a stone being, it's really a magical process, and over the year you get to really deepen your connection with that particular stone. And I feel like it's just very special that Copal is singing for all of us at this particular time. Because there's been a lot of shared trauma, collective trauma, over the last couple of years. And though things are starting to get back to normal, whatever normal means, normal in quotation marks, and we'd like to just move on and forget about the loneliness, the isolation, the fear, the loss, the grief. It would be lovely if we could just move right through that without really letting ourselves feel whatever it is that we need to feel. But this is one of the wonderful things about the stone beings, is that they can really help make it easier for us. And this particular stone, Copal, and I started to realize that there's many ways you can look at the physical properties of the stones, get the metaphysical properties, but there's other little things too. There's something about the crystal's name that sometimes will tell us a lot. And Copal, if you look at it, if you see the word and see that it can also remind us of the word cope and the word all together. So cope, all. So that tells me, that when I was hearing that this crystal is coming to us to help us with our collective trauma, and then I realized that the name is saying the very thing that I've been hearing. It's just a beautiful little synchronicity, and also it's a bit of an affirmation as well, because sometimes it's just really nice to have confirmation of the things that we're hearing, because we're not used to always communicating non-verbally. So that was a lovely little thing that I wanted to share with you. So yes, Copal is here to help us with our collective trauma. When I heard that, I brought a few pieces home from my supplier, and more specifically, I brought home some beautiful wands, Copal wands, and I'll show you them at another time, but they were claimed just as soon as I brought them home, and then I started hearing the bigger picture of why Copal was here and why I was so drawn to it at the time. And so I went back to my supplier and I said, I want all of them. So I picked up the box of all the raw copal stones, and here they are now. So I want to share with you the colors. The colors remind me of different shades of sunrise. I'm just going to put them down because I want to share something with you. So Copal shared their song for 2023, and it was about the energy of 2023. Every year I always listen in to feel into what the energy of this year is bringing for us. And I do that not just because it's lovely to hear and it's interesting. I do that because there's always a special magic that is in the ethers, an energy that can help us. It's almost like when we tune into this energy, it boosts our own magic. It boosts our own energy. And when we know what it is that we have like a little bit of an extra benefit for, then, it just gives us that extra strength to our own energy. It's the personal combined with the collective, which makes it just more powerful. I hope that I'm being clear about this, but you can always get in touch with me if you want more clarification. And so this year was about let me read you their song, and you can also see it on my website, songofstones.com, in the light log section. It's one of the posts there. So here's what Copal has to say. There are many things in this world, many material forms, many sights, sounds, textures, many ideas and ideologies, many philosophies and imaginings. They can be both wondrous and scary. With everything outside the self, it's easy to lose touch with the truth of who you are. And while it's beneficial to explore the many possibilities of what life can be, it's important to check in with yourself to make sure you haven't become lost to your truth. The human being can easily take the shape of what is around it. It is easier to allow oneself to become molded to the current surroundings rather than purposefully taking your true form. That's why it's so important to choose with thoughtfulness where you place roots and with who you spend your time. What's important to keep in mind, and what we have come to remind you of, is that you can, at any time, change the shape of your life, yourself. It takes focus and energy, but with time and practice, you can be whoever you wish to be. The image of your true self, your ideal form, is embedded within you. You need only release the many masks you've layered on top. It's easier than you may think to remember the self. This year especially so, because the energy of this time acts like an ethereal mist. diffusing the glare of outside distractions and allowing you to see with refined clarity. Plus, you have us to journey with into self-discovery. Now, I don't think I could have said it better than what Copal themselves have to say. So I will leave you with that, and just looking at Copal's form, you can see all the different shapes that Copal takes because of the way it forms. And then it eventually solidifies. But it can easily shift back into that liquidy shape and take on a new form. And this is the magic of this stone being, and this is what it comes to show us how to do, because we can do the same thing with our lives, with our bodies, with our thoughts, with our beliefs. We can do all that. And yes, it's hard because we live in a world of many distractions. So many distractions. And so many people telling us what to believe and what to think. So if you're ready to start to remember who you are and what you really believe and what you really want your life to be, then Copal is an amazing stone to journey with. And of course, it's also because it doesn't need to just be one thing. It's also here to help us to move through the feelings. And in doing so, releasing any trauma that we've accumulated personally, communally, and collectively. So, just, and if you don't have Copal with you, just come onto the website or come to this video and tap into the energy by distance, as you can do that. Oh, thank you for listening, beautiful ones. I will be back soon. Sooner than the last time, I trust. It's the month of January has been really about communing with the crystals and doing exactly what I've been talking about the energy of this year, really shedding old patterns and purposefully becoming who I really am. So I invite you to visit with this beautiful being, and please do connect and let me know what magic happens in your life through that connection. Lots of love, my friends.